up. Come on. There we go. I decided to show off more of my character for this one. For no other reason than... honestly, I just think it looks good with to take up more space, since I have to leave a large portion of the set. But in the meantime, we are going to be doing Mission 3 and 4, hopefully. If I'm right, this is the warboss mission. And if not, I'm sorry about the title, I will correct it when I can. Well, let's see.
The Orc invasion is far more serious than we originally imagined. The Imperial Navy, with the help of the Blood Ravens battle barge, the Litany of Fury, has regained tenuous control of the space around the planet. However, the number of Orc troops and supplies that have reached planetside far exceeds our original estimates. The Orc menace has spread throughout the low population areas of the planet. Civilians are fleeing in mass to the cities, where they hope the higher concentration of Imperial Guard can protect them. Due to our recent actions, we were able to destroy several Orc forward encampments and kill many of their leaders. So we can expect at least a brief respite from further Orc attacks in this area. The Blood Ravens have returned to the capital city of Magna Bonum to prepare the defenses during this downtime.
So as he said, our last mission bought us time, so defenses are quote-unquote prepared. I'm not gonna lie, you'll see what I mean by it feels like they didn't really do dick. But we get a few Imperial Guard troops to help us. We have our Space Marines, of course, since they are the stars of this show, clearly. And we also will be dealing with some Orky boys, and the entire goal here is to push them out. And I think you can tell it's gotten a little bit worse. Just a tad. There was just some down here and a few up here before. Now we're starting to get surrounded. And that's the problem with the Orcs. There's always going to be more than you think. Why? Because that's how they work.
Brother Mateel, 2nd Squad is to man those buildings opposite the market streets. Go! Brother Tantheus, take 9th Squad and shore up our defenses along our southern flank. We need those gun emplacements operational. That is correct, Brother Corrales. Begin executing Protocol 18. We will silence that Orc artillery.
My lord, I have taken the liberty of stationing my Imperial Guard around the key facilities, including the spaceport and power plant.
Your initiative is admirable, Colonel, but I need you to pull your men back to this location where they can concentrate their defense.
But if we abandon the spaceport...
We cannot hold the spaceport, Colonel. We have to maximize our defense in one location to assure victory. Do not mistake the Orcs' simple manner for stupidity. They are far more cunning than they may seem. Now go.
Yes, my lord. I do not agree with this course of action. Why are we sitting back waiting for the Orcs to strike? We should attack! Surely it is better than doing nothing.
You would have us meet the Orcs on open ground? That would be madness. It is written in the Codex Astartes that this situation calls for a defensive action.
Of course. You are right. Perhaps patience is the better virtue here.
He's getting corrupted.
Brothers, the Orcs have overrun the city. This transgression shall not stand. We will fight until the last Orc is dead. Heavy bolter turrets have been made available to us. Be sure to place their defensive power wisely. Landmines are now available for placement in our enemy's paths.
Reporting, sir. Ever
This will take a minute to properly
we'll get through this.
set.
I know
We
it.
need to
The
expect
Emperor
that we
protects.
need to move quick. Okay, we need another one.
The Orcs maintain an iron grip on the city's strategic points. We must break their hold and deny the orcs their supplies.
Build protocol. Initializing build protocol. Initializing build protocol.
Okay. Yes, that uses up a lot of resources we could use elsewhere, but we need to get our power going quick. We can
Initiate position on the objective. Ever vigilant.
Help us out a lot.
Objective acquired.
But we have to get to
moving out. Under fire.
The Emperor protects. Yes, sir.
Heresy grows from blindness. Nino sighted. We stand ready.
I sent the force commander down here because he'd be able to help best in that location. We need the librarian down
the
here
first step
because
on
of
the road
his,
to Emperor protects.
extra abilities with us.
Yes, my lord.
Looks like we do lose too many soldiers here, so I don't mind. Okay.
I await your instructions. I will do as you ask. Initializing build protocol.
Position secure.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. My aim shall not falter.
We're going to be pushed hard for a bit. This side can hold.
Awaiting orders.
Shift over and support the left side here.
Heresy grows from idleness. Under your order.
Here, both around. Looks like the guardsman fell, which is a sad
The
fact,
Emperor
but,
protects.
yeah, it happens. We need to get these up and running fast. These heavy guns will deal with the most enemies that approach right here, so we can kind of ignore it. We'll just have to keep some units nearby
Ever
as
vigilant.
anti-armor, basically. Almost done with that. Once this
I
is
await
done,
your
we can
instructions.
build up our fortifications here.
With all due haste.
Okay.
Consolidating position on the objective.
Initiated.
Onward to glory. At your command.
I await your instructions. I await your instructions.
We're going to have
Build routine 721 initiated.
Awaiting orders. Taking heavy fire.
this by time with these guys here. Basically, the turrets are nothing more than a stopgap measure. I don't expect them to hold forever. I'm not going to hold here very long. I just need to build up our forces enough and get the upgrades that are absolutely necessary for our win. Like these, we need to fully upgrade this. The power pistol and power sword don't matter anywhere near as much. We are not planning on getting into a melee fight, if possible.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Melee, we lose. Ranged is our advantage, so we take that where we can.
Awaiting orders.
This will also act as rear guards for us, so it's perfectly placed. Now, the orcs, I know this for sure, will not go up here. I don't know why, but they won't. So we can completely ignore that. Here, we're going to start mixing weapon types.
Yes, my lord.
So 3 heavy bolters to 2 missile launchers. It'll make these guys generally good against each type and give us a long range option against them.
Yes, most beneficent.
Instead of having 1 squad each, it at least reduces the risk to each individual squad, letting them handle more targets. That's the plan. Okay, good. That upgrade basically just allows more production production to happen for energy, which we're going to need down the road. Okay, perfect. This upgrade increases accuracy and weapon damage. This upgrade increases our max health. We're going to want both before we really push it.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Let them come to our place.
We're here.
Sadly, we lost all of our guardsmen on this side, but to be fair, that is the life of a guardsman.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, perfect.
At your command. Awaiting orders. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Okay, so we should be set now. Yeah, let's pick up frags. Another two. We need 2 squads, 1 for each area. So 1 down the middle, 1 on the right, 2 on the right, 2 on the left, 2 down the middle. Sorry. We'll leave the guardsmen
Yes, my
here for
lord.
now, as they might be useful in numbers, but I don't feel like letting them die quite yet.
Yes, my lord.
If possible. These up here were sacrificed to buy time,
Heresy grows from idleness.
which I consider
Taking hits.
necessary.
Big gun.
We're here. Reporting, sir.
Basically, grenade launcher knocks people down, plasma gun kills them. That's
Yes,
why we
my
don't need
lord.
to worry too much over here or here once they are gotten. Anything that's not an armored vehicle will be hampered greatly. I always like watching these work when I got time.
Marine squad deployed.
Sadly, we
Vigilant.
don't really have time. Okay, you go in the
Cleanse.
middle.
Purge.
Go to the right
Kill.
side.
Awaiting orders.
Deal with you in a second.
Heresy
Right on.
grows from
Attention to
idleness.
Okay, the squad will be set. You are the force commander helping you hold.
We
for
are the
time.
Emperor's chosen.
Enough for me.
Fear denies
Stay
faith.
there.
At your command.
Stay there.
Heresy grows from idleness.
The Emperor protects.
Same for you. I don't need you moving forward. I just need you.
Marine squad deployed. We are the Emperor's chosen. Orders
You will
received.
be
Stand
holding
ready.
the left side. and
Ever
when the time
vigilant.
comes, you will break through with your.
Direct us to the enemy.
There you go. It's done.
Under fire. Ever vigilant.
Okay, they're starting to get their heavy weapons. Perfect. Once we got 2 squads each, we will start pushing 1 squad down here, 1 down here, 1 down here simultaneously as a way to, if they decide to get smart with us, push them back and not give them a chance to adjust to our tactics. I'm not going to waste troops. So we have 2, 2, we need 1 more squad at least.
I await your instructions.
Now, we will have the guardsmen push up with the center and right, and have the commander push up. Here's why
Ever vigilant. Marine squad deployed.
Plus, this buys time for the civilians.
The enemy is attacking.
So why not?
What is your order?
Once these guys are
Understood.
fully set, we will begin our push.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Awaiting orders. Fear denies faith. Awaiting orders.
Fully upgraded. Now we can shift these into, or upgrade them into missile turrets, which will make them less effective against infantry, but make them far better if anything mechanical shows up. But as we have our Space Marines nearby, we don't really need to.
Scouts reporting. Scouts awaiting orders. I sense danger. We will root it out.
At your command. We are the
Scouts
Emperor's
reporting
chosen.
for duty. Scouts ready. Getting into position.
The reason why we want all these guys is simply put,
Scouts reporting for Scouts duty. Awaiting orders.
The snipers. They're one-shot.
We'll move ahead and mark any enemy
knobs
positions.
If you get a good lineup on it, so
Scouts
it can
in position.
The enemy's morale very quick. And with this, we should be ready once the scout here is good.
Taking heads. We are the Emperor's chosen.
At your command.
Ever vigilant.
Begin your approach now.
For the glory of the Imperium. We are the Emperor's chosen.
This day shall be a glorious one for the
center.
Imperium.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
I mean, no arguments there,
Charge.
but you shouldn't necessarily have to hide your knowledge. Use it on enemy intel.
What's your order?
At your command.
The blasted orcs have built their infernal structures within the city walls. Destroying these structures is vital if we are to regain control over the city. Blast and damnation. A sacred machine cult has misfired and landed somewhere within the city. We must recover the structure and any survivors.
Or, sorry, it's over here.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
How do you miss a sitting target?
Awaiting orders. Initiating attack protocol 23.
Reporting, sir.
Faith is our shield.
You can blow this up and reduce their damage reduction rate.
At your command. For the glory of the Imperium.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Okay,
We are the Emperor's chosen. Attacking as ordered. We are the Emperor's
Scouts
chosen.
ready.
Yes, my lord.
Scouts also act as a good
Reporting, sir.
breaking up the enemy's front line to capture areas.
Scouts
because
ready.
They
Fear
are less
denies
useful
faith.
than our straight Space Marines. So,
Engaging the enemy.
in situations in
At
which
your
you
command.
need somebody to just sit back and capture, they are. Where are my scouts over here?
At your command.
Capture here.
Ever vigilant. Direct us to the enemy. Attacking as ordered.
Okay, once we have this held, we'll be good.
Praise the Emperor.
Scouts in position.
Okay, the guardsmen will support
At your
the
command.
Chakra Master. These guys are just gonna push it.
Attacking as ordered.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Defending
your command.
objective.
Charge. Taking heavy
Okay,
fire.
with that we will be secured. Where are you?
Yes,
Area
most
secured.
beneficent one.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Emperor be praised. The machine cult is still intact. We must get a
Direct us to
servitor
the
to
enemy.
finish its construction immediately.
Attacking as ordered.
We're going to get
the instrument of
one of
his will.
these.
To me, my
Fine.
brothers.
Now we're not going to upgrade it. These things are going to be our melee combatants for now. Let's see. Okay, we should be good for now. Now, the reason I move
Scouts
up in groups
awaiting
of
orders.
2 are very simple. They generally will handle themselves well enough in groups of 2.
This day shall be a glorious one
Later on,
for the
we're going to have
Imperium.
to change our ratios, but
Awaiting orders.
as of this moment,
Taking damage. Engaging the enemy.
Scouts ready. Strategic point identified.
Yes, my lord.
now with these guys here, we have a very simple answer. If the enemy charges, the grenade launchers fire. When the grenade launchers fire, they fall down on their faces. When they fall down on their faces, plasma guns and heavy bolters open up. Grenade launcher for the win. Sadly, it won't happen over here, but
Scouts
you
awaiting
always have
orders.
to sacrifice efficiency.
Strategic point identified. Secured.
Okay, you should be over
Yes,
here.
most beneficent one. With all due haste, build routine 721 initiated.
Yeah, didn't take as long as I thought. Neat.
Area
With all
secured.
due haste, I will do as you ask.
That'll do for now.
Yes, my lord. Scouts advance.
Wow, that's just brutal. They just start to walk up and immediately get gunned down.
We're here, at your command.
Faith is eternal.
Scouts
Okay,
in
with that,
position.
scouts move up. How close is this to being done?
Defending objective.
Intercept. Initializing build protocol.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. By his word, take me into battle.
Scouts
Yeah, we
ready.
don't need to do
Gathering
that.
intelligence.
Let's hold back a little bit.
It is
We shouldn't
better
need to
to
push
die
up
for
right
the
now.
Emperor than
Actually,
live
you'll
for
be our
yourself.
spearhead. Oh, it's almost done. Now this one is literally just a landing pad. I would speed it up if I could, but you know. Now, the reason why you want Mechanicus around is they are the guys in charge of technology for the Imperium. The want is a strong term. Basically, if you want to do
The revered dreadnoughts are standing by. Build them at the machine cult.
Okay, we only need 3 of you, so that's great. Where is that? There it is. Move to approach center.
I await your instructions. I will do as
Scouts
you ask.
awaiting orders. I sense danger.
There we go.
We will root it out.
Once we have our heavy units ready, we will just charge right in with them at the tip. And this is basically what the machine cult does. You have a battle bark or something in orbit, you get a Thunderhawk to come down, and just drop it off. Right now we're only around Dreadnoughts, the melee variant, but it's a Dreadnought. It's a walking tank with a flamethrower on it. I doubt I need to explain why that's nice. Well, nice for us. Maybe not nice for those who are about to be on the receiving end of it, but you know what? Who cares? They're orcs. And they're only here because they wanted to have a good fun fight, and that's actually what they see diplomacy as, is punching you right in the face.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
You know. Be ready if you ever deal with an orc to be punched in the face for no real reason.
The enemy is attacking!
I have awoken.
Good,
I am the instrument of his will.
Left.
To me, my brothers.
Once that is ready, they will be dealing with it. Also, as it is a walker, it can enter cover areas and get cover bonuses. So this actually does have value to us with this. Now, if we had a standard tank, this would be at a disadvantage, and you don't want to put it in. Oh yes, yes. They're running away. What should we do? Shoot the anti-tank the AT rocket at them. That sounds like a great plan. Well, we captured all strategic locations.
The Emperor protects.
Scouts in position.
Even in death, I still serve. I am the instrument of his will. Faith is eternal. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
None
Straight
shall
ahead.
stop us.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Command me.
We will crush the enemies of the Imperium. Taking heavy fire.
Yes, most beneficent one.
You might say there aren't any contingencies. That's because honestly, we don't need it. We will dominate and destroy the enemies of Marin and show them what's what.
Reporting, sir.
I know we lost a guardsman.
Taking damage.
We're here.
We've heard this lot of this guy says. It might annoy a dreadnought at best, and that's at absolute best. And
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Yes, my lord.
At last, back to war.
Initiating attack protocol 23.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
None shall stop us.
Command me. Identifying targets.
they couldn't hold back a dreadnought and 2 squads of space marines. What are they going to do against 3 dreadnoughts and 6 squads? Scouts count 2 of us. Look at him, he's enjoying himself so much! He got this! That's a hell of a throw, not gonna lie.
Knock it off, all of yous. We's moving out. We's not gonna stay and fight. I's the biggest orc here, which means I's the leader of yous lousy bunch of gits. We've been waiting and waiting to fight these Marine boys, and we's gonna stomp them back good. To do that, we need the strength of all the boys, not a small, weak mob of rats like yous boys. Use your skull for something besides thumping. We's orcs, and we's were made for fighting and winning. Sure thing. You're the boss. We's gonna go get Big Boss Orc among us. He got something special planned for these humies.
And that's how orcs work. You punch someone in the face hard enough, they will do what you say. But they will always try to punch you in the face first. So remember, don't be the one punched in the face. Punch first.
The defense of the city of Magna Bonum was a success. The orcs caught us off our guard, but not unprepared. I will not underestimate these aliens again. It is clear now that their primary push was towards the capital city, and they have moved in to attack with a speed I have rarely seen a military force capable of achieving. I have read reports of orc clans who focus on fast strikes, but I did not realize they could be so coordinated. It is as if something is driving the orcs here, some unknown desire or instinct. The Imperial Guard regiments watching over the city are decimated and will not be resupplied for at least 24 hours. The orcs will renew their attacks far sooner. Our scouts are reporting a force massing 50 kilometers from the city that dwarfs the group that attacked Magna Bonum. And reports from civilians speak of a mighty orc who leads them. Bigger and more cunning than the rest. If the capital city falls, this planet will not be far behind. I cannot allow this to occur.
I think you can see what we're going for. And it's gotten even better. Now, I will be back in 1 second. My cup is dry, and I must refill it. So, excuse the slight interruption. I will not be ending it. I will be rushing back as soon as I can. So, give me 1 second. Thank you. Sorry for that. Let's get started.
Everything is ready, boss. Them Humies is in for a good stomping. This is gonna be the best fight of their miserable lives.
Just make sure it's the last fight of their lives.
I don't take orders from you, Humie.
We've held up our side of the bargain, have we not? You wanted a new planet to wage war on, and we have given it to you. You wanted to face the Imperium's greatest warriors, the Space Marines. They are here. We've even provided you with weapons and Imperial tanks to use on the battlefield. And all we ask in return is that you keep the Imperials distracted from our operations here.
You've kept your word, but that still don't mean you can order the orcs around.
My apologies. We've delivered the last of the weaponry. They're in the hands of your servants. We'll take our leave now. I respectfully request that you keep the Marines busy for as long as you can.
We'll keep them more than busy. We'll keep them dead.
You think you can?
The thought of kowtowing to these creatures disgusts me. The orcs are a tool, nothing more. And quite an effective one, I might add. Perhaps. But I dislike providing such unpredictable aliens with our own weaponry. Lord Bale. Orcs are not unpredictable. Quite the contrary. You can rely on them to turn against you. But they will honor our agreement as long as we provide them with enemies to satiate their battlelust.
Yeah, accurate.
If we intimidated them into doing our bidding, showed them our strength, they would take pause before betraying us. You cannot intimidate something that knows no fear. Trouble yourself no longer with the orcs. We will have what we came for and be gone before they finish with the Imperials and turn on us.
Why is we talking with them Humies instead of fighting with them? Them smelly Chaos boys is weak. Not nearly enough of a challenge for the boys. If they were strong like orcs, they wouldn't need us to fight for them. We'll take their guns and their help, and when we're done chopping up all the Humies, we'll come back here and chop them up as well.
Squig off.
Orbital imagery shows a heavy concentration of orcs in the area. We must secure a location and establish a base before destroying the warboss and his clan. Combine the holy fire of the whirlwinds with the jump packs of our assault marines. Cleanse this area.
Okay. Just quick explanation. It's also melee-focused Astartes with some range capabilities. Artillery.
Whirlwind here. They will never see it coming.
We don't want them to actually kill any of the other orcs. We just want them to take out the towers and the buildings. Other than that, our forces of these guys can be
Heresy blows mindless.
But artillery, by the way, can hit your own troops, so you want to tend not to jump them down unnecessarily. Just needs one more hit, and that needs to be
For the glory of the Imperium.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. They
At your command. To the skies. Direct enemy is attacking.
Now these are melee focused. They are generally going to beat the orcs in melee.
Our scouts report the warboss is in the vicinity of this location. It seems a second orc clan has gathered between us. They are heavily defended on this plateau. They must be eliminated to clear a path to the warboss.
Knowledge is power.
And so you want to actually deploy them.
I shall never tire.
With other units or against solo enemies at all times. They're just not tough compared to the normal squads. Very fast, very hard hitting, good in close quarters, very maneuverable, but they sacrifice defensibility for
I await your instructions. I await your instructions. Build routine 721 initiated. With all due haste.
Position secure. What's your order?
Hold.
Direct us to the enemy.
Deal with whoever shows. Okay, with that complete, we'll be good.
Awaiting orders.
The reason I left this here is I've done this mission already. There will be jetpacks. And right now we just need time to build up the defenses. Now we need 2 squads here and we'll be good. The reason for the 2 squads is to hold this entryway so we can build up the meat.
Marine squad deployed.
My personal strategy is these guys
at your command.
go
Awaiting orders.
behind the standard Space Marines. And when the time comes, they jump right into the middle of the enemy forces, preferably with the range units.
Taking heavy fire.
And this is why
Assault Marines are now available to us. They can be built from the chapel barracks.
Marine squad deployed.
They're almost done.
Here to serve. Initializing build protocol.
Okay, 70, 80, 90.
With all due haste.
Okay, perfect.
They'll
continue to hold here for now because basically what's happening is they're coming from here and just jumping over the forest to here. I would have him help out, but we honestly need to get the requisition farming.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Energy at least matters less right now, which is a good
Yes, my lord.
Very
Orders received, brother.
Okay.
Under fire.
Information is power.
He's not dead.
We stand ready. What's your order? Faith is our shield. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Use the second game where I can put a direction on these guys. Okay, good.
Yes, Lord.
That'll at least help hold there. We need an upgrade. There we go.
I await your instructions.
Okay, pretty soon we'll be able to make the Cult Mechanicus. Good.
I await your instructions.
And be able to get the level 2 of this, which increases our requisition input. And since we don't really need the energy, it's fine.
We stand ready.
And now we don't have to worry so much about our
awaiting orders.
Melee as you can see.
Under fire. Awaiting orders. Weapons at ready. It is time.
Okay.
We stand ready. What's your order?
The machine cult is ready to be requisitioned. Build it to gain access to vehicles.
Give me 350 for that.
Direct
Once
us
this
to the
guy is
enemy.
prepared, we will be pushing.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. I stand ready.
Okay, you will be handling that.
Here to serve.
You two go together. They'll just stay here and make sure that the background stays safe.
Faith is our shield. Faith is our shield.
75.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
Let's not push up right now. Let's let them come to us. This way we can do our build once again. 2 guns, 2 missiles.
At your command.
The Emperor.
Position secure.
Another one, come on.
Maintain attack formation.
And preferably sergeant.
Here to serve. With all due haste.
Okay, another push soon. I just want to be able to get these
We
guys
stand
missile
ready.
launchers since we will be facing armored things soon.
Yes, my lord. We stand ready.
Come on. There.
Under
Okay,
fire.
once you have the missile launcher set, you can really push them
Heresy grows mindless. For the glory of the Imperium.
I stand ready.
By my command, attack!
Under fire. We will. Ever vigilant.
There is no such thing as innocence.
What would you have me to do?
Squad morale restored. What's your order? At your command. At your command. Engaging the enemy.
There we go. About here is where we'll start to encounter our first vehicles.
Fear denies faith. At your command.
We really needed the bazookas.
Engaging the enemy.
I stand ready.
Plus,
By my
it just
command.
makes tearing down their
Attack.
towers and buildings that much easier. That serves some. And they're
taking damage. Yes, my lord. Engaging the enemy. Heresy grows from idleness.
We'll just ignore that.
Stay vigilant, brothers.
Fear not, Psyker.
Follow me into
the
battle.
immortal Emperor.
I await your instructions.
Yay.
Initializing build protocol.
Here, the power sword and plasma pistol will help us more than the last time, as we actually have types of units that will get into melee combat like that.
For the glory of the Imperium.
Now, normally I would have waited to build up the Cult Mechanicus, get some Dreadnoughts out, get another few squads in, but we don't need to worry about that as of now.
Under fire, fear denies strength. Maintain attack formation. Awaiting orders.
Draw it into our build.
Charge!
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Awaiting orders. Direct us to the enemy. Claim it in the name of the Emperor. Ever vigilant.
Whirlwinds and their long-range artillery are being made available. Build them from the machine cult.
We need to do a view of here.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Yes, I know you're an asshole. Shut up.
At your command.
Okay, these are melter bombs, anti-vehicle, we also have frags, which are very clearly, anti-vehicle.
Awaiting orders. We stand ready for the Emperor! For the Emperor!
This course of action is unlocked.
Yeah, no, it's also, I don't worry about losing these dead right now because they'll auto-respawn, so they are just easy for us to...
I have awoken.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
I command in the name of the Emperor.
Direct us. Awaiting orders. Heresy grows from idleness.
With that,
At your command, call 23. Yes, my lord.
You hold
Stay vigilant,
now.
brothers.
Actually come in.
Orders received. We will crush the enemies of the Imperium. Flames, purge, kill. Direct us to the enemy. Commencing
I have to love
attack.
how each unit has their own little way of having these things pop in. Very charming. Like yours.
Heavy fire.
They just bring it in and drop a bunch of metal down for the yours to how they're going to deal with it. It's perfect.
Direct us to the enemy. We are the Emperor's chosen. Position secure. Direct us to the enemy. Fear denies faith. The enemy is attacking. Yes, my lord. At your command. Engaging the enemy. Yes, my lord. We will crush the enemies. We are the Emperor's chosen.
The reason I have these here
We will establish a forward base at this location to facilitate ready access to Space Marines. We will need many to ensure the warboss is dead and buried. Thermoplasma generators are available. They will provide us greater access to power.
I will do as you ask.
Ever vigilant. Faith is our shield.
Since you lost somebody, it's fine.
Ever vigilant. Ever vigilant.
Okay.
Understood.
They're just gonna stay here and wait for the water. And the simple reason behind that is, well, the enemy takes a massive debuff here. Why not attack them inside the debuff zone? Plus they'll have support in the way of, yeah, these guys.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
The ones who've done with that.
Weapons at ready. It is time.
Wait.
Claim it in the name of the Emperor. Orders received, brother.
Okay, there we go.
Heresy grows from
Move up
idleness.
as well.
Position secure.
We'll be using that in a
I
second.
await your instructions.
We just need to get an area where we can build on it first. After which we'll start building up our requisition and listening posts. Build up a small force once we get everything down, and then this is just the one thing holding us back for now. Can I get any more? Got 2 more. We'll set your recruitment area over here.
What is your will? Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated.
Okay.
What is your will?
Let's increase power generation a little.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Okay. Cat's sleeping. The reason I picked the stronghold for this area stronghold is simply because it's
initializing build protocol.
The maps are actually pretty where a good spot to build is.
I have awoken.
Yes, most beneficent one. I will do as you ask.
This just generates a huge amount of power until the SAG depot goes away, in which case it does decay, actually, is the best way to put it. Okay, our commander's gonna have power fist. If you look carefully, let's see. Yeah, you can see him. He's got power sword, plasma pistol. Plasma pistol is anti-armor. Power sword, well, it's a sword that can cut through practically anything. It's very useful.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated. With all due haste.
There we go.
Here to serve.
So you two are done with that. Build me a Culta Mechanicus. Oh.
With all due haste.
Command me.
There you go. He's almost dead. those two will act as our force. Sorry, but I know what I'm going up against here, so I'm wanting to make sure we have everything necessary.
Marine squad
once
deployed.
we push into this area right here, which is a big bridge, it's going to take a while to get reinforcements up, and we're going to be facing something rather large, and I'd rather make sure to kill it the first time.
Marine squad
just
deployed.
The sheer capability of DPS that these guys exist with, thanks to their upgrades,
Ever vigilant.
of vital importance to my plan. There we go.
Faith is our shield. We are the Emperor's chosen. Awaiting orders. Direct us to the enemy.
Come on, hurry up.
Faith is our shield. Under fire!
Oh, he's still alive. Just took 4 rockets to face this. That's impressive. We're not bringing up any whirlwinds, and the simple reason is, honestly, too much collateral. But we can utilize them in another facet, so we're going to have one of them, but that's it. Our goal right now is basically just to beat back
ready.
the big squigoth you saw in the background earlier, which we should have
What
enough
would you
forces
have
to
me
push
do?
up.
Follow me into battle. By my command, attack!
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for
Now we
yourself.
could put an assault cannon on it, but I don't want to because I want
I
it to
have
be
awoken.
a heavy frontline unit, not a backline.
The enemy is attacking!
This grants them better melee. So they'll go toe-to-toe. That way we don't lose other
Yes, my lord.
unnecessarily.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
At your command. Orders received.
I await your instructions.
Faith is eternal. I have awoken. Moving out.
You two cross.
Command me. Moving out.
At your command.
Troopers claim that. Now, we want these guys moved up for 2 reasons.
I await
One,
your
we're going to be building up
instructions.
the strategic point. And 2, we need the strategic points to build up the trap I have planned here. It's going to be a lot of misses. It's not going to be
Yes,
a
Lord.
elegant
Position
trap.
secure.
It's not
Under
going to be
fire.
a
Be
subtle
denied.
trap. It's just going to be a line of turrets and machine guns. That's it. Simple reason why it's effective.
Position secure.
You don't need to go fancy.
Here to
Just
serve.
something really simple will work.
Build routine 721 initiated.
As you can see, this offers a small build area. This one will too, so we can possibly build up along here.
Yes, most beneficent one.
How can we build up these turrets? Okay, it's gonna be a slight.
With all due haste.
Faith is our shield.
Yes,
we're
Lord.
only gonna build up a few to make sure that our other hordes can still walk by easily.
With all due haste.
At last, back to war.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
These are going to be missile turrets, which I haven't used yet, so we can, if need be, we can draw the beast back and have him start putting out some damage on it to buy us time.
At your command.
Which is our biggest enemy here?
I await your instructions. Yes, Lord. I exist to serve.
Okay.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Oh no, there's entire
Knowledge is
tabletop
Hide
things
it
where you
well.
can do entire battles against each other. It's just I don't have the money
My aim
to do
shall
that
not
because,
falter.
when you start to go into that, 40k isn't the year. It's the amount of debt you'll be in.
Look at that monstrosity. I have heard legends of such beasts, but I've never seen one.
And there...
Men, concentrate your fire. We must take this creature down.
Why I want to use things as if you approach this thing lightly, it will wipe out your face. Oh no, it's not just the collectibles. It's not. It's the paint.
My
the
faith
boards.
is my shield. Follow
The
me
rule
into
books.
battle.
All of it is so expensive.
At your command. To the skies. Under fire. No vigilance. Maintain transformation. Fear the nuts.
Okay, we're breaking through right now. The warboss, honestly, is not too worried about it. Just gets in the turrets and... Honestly, I was more worried about
To the
this.
sky. Direct us. Fear denies faith.
As you can see, the warboss was nowhere near as worried due to the fact that the Squirgoth killed around a dozen on his own, and
Heresy grows behind us.
he needed the destruction of tanks and artillery.
For the glory
insane
of the
amount
Imperium,
less
we are the Emperor's
than
chosen.
Squirgoth.
Fear denies faith. All back and recruit!
He who stands with shall prove.
Faith is our shield. Recruit! Fear denies faith. Returning to battle. Stay vigilant, brothers. Under the Emperor! Fear denies faith. Never vigilant.
Even in death I still serve. Command me. Faith is eternal.
To the rally point!
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
We're gonna focus on this side alone right now.
Follow me into battle.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Rally point! What's your order? Our main order. Direct us to the enemy. Squad morale restored. What's your order? Squad morale restored. Regroup! Commencing attack. We are the Emperor's chosen. Yes, my lord. Our main order. Strength is our shield. Target and regroup. The enemy is attacking. Fall back and regroup. To the sky. Returning to battle.
Almost beat them back.
I am the instrument of his will.
Commencing attack.
Hope is the first step on the road to history. There is no such thing as innocence, only to reason with it. Hope is the first step on the road to history.
Even in death, I still serve.
Okay, that's almost done.
Commencing attack. Faith is our
Boy,
shield.
start capturing. We're going to capture the strategic points, but we're not really going to worry about building them up here.
I am ready to
Okay,
serve.
I recovered our
Again.
We should be able to win this next push.
Onward to glory!
Okay, all of you pushing in as deep
Commencing
as you can.
attack.
The Emperor
Taking heavy
protects. By my command, attack!
Yes, my lord. For the Emperor!
Perfect. You move in next.
Initiating attack protocol 23.
Here. Okay. Why was there just a single space?
We stand ready.
I
What's
mean,
your
all
order?
but nonetheless.
We stand ready. Engaging the enemy. At your command. Initiating attack
That's
protocol
handled already by our army support, so we don't.
I am ready to serve. Again.
Fall back! Yes, my lord. We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
Honestly, it's not that they are expensive. I personally think their Imperial Guard army is less expensive overall, but I would need to put out a squad so many models that it would
We stand ready. Destroy the ark. Awaiting orders.
Walk softly.
Yes, my
Okay, let's claim some
lord. Direct
more
us to the
territory.
enemy.
I am ready to serve. Again.
All of you move to hold a heap.
Onward to glory!
I am the instrument of his will.
Okay.
He who stands
Commander?
with me shall be my brother. My aim shall not falter.
Yeah, that happens eventually.
Consolidate position on the objective.
This better?
Under fire.
Oh, that's adorable.
Defending objective.
They think they can beat us
What's your
back
order?
with just machine guns against
At
a
last,
walking tank. That is hilarious.
Attacking at order.
At last, back to war.
By my command, attack! Follow me into battle.
Okay, this I shouldn't have to worry about anymore. We should be able to beat this easily. Okay, that's handled. Perfect. Warboss ended. I guess we do get to see the next mission. Neat.
Brother Tantheus.
Burned beyond recovery of his gene seed, along with Brother Michaelis. Nothing was left of them save for ash. They burned from the inside out.
Anything else to report?
The Orc warboss has been destroyed, but we saw a dropship leave the area. Captain, she bore the 8-pointed star.
The mark of the ruinous powers of chaos.
The forces of chaos? Here? Now?
Tartarus has endured several Black Crusades led by the terrible Chaos Champions. However, it seems too convenient that orcs and these heretics are here at the same time. But I trust the eyes of our scouts. Isidore, do you sense anything?
No, I have sensed nothing. But if the nature of Brother Tantheus' demise is any indication, then they would have a sorcerer with them who would be capable of masking their presence. Especially with all the background static caused by the orcs.
Ah, our honored guest has arrived.
Who is it?
Inquisitor Mordecai Toth, protector of the Emperor's divine word and will.
Is he here to take command?
An Inquisitor may have near unlimited power. Yes, he can commission the service of any Imperial citizen, from peasant to planetary governor, but...
I shall not cede command of my Space Marines to him, Inquisitor or not.
Then why is he here? Does he suspect one of us of heresy?
He is an Inquisitor. They suspect everyone of heresy. If chaos taints this world, then that explains his presence. We must share with him what we discovered. Inquisitor Toth, welcome to Tartarus.
Thank you, Captain. But we have little time for courtesies. You and your men must leave Tartarus. Now.
He's got a deep voice. Okay, we got enough time. We probably can pull off the next mission.
The orcs have been repelled, and their warboss has been defeated. But this war is far from over. The orcs still threaten to overcome several major population centers, and could mass more than a large enough force to overwhelm the Imperial armies present on the planet. We have bought time, nothing more. But this is no longer a primary concern. Our scouts have recovered evidence that the forces of chaos, the great enemy, may be operating on this planet, right under our very noses. We must face this foe wherever they stand. If there is even a chance that they are here, we must seek them out and destroy them. Inquisitor Toth is demanding that we leave the planet.
True.
But of all the powers his position grants him, commandeering a Space Marine company is not one of them. I must admit that I find his presence unwelcome so soon after the events on my homeworld of Cyrene. Inquisitors have a way of inflaming a guilty conscience. And that I do not need right now.
Fair. Ah! Things are looking great. It's not like we're having any problems whatsoever right now, isn't it? You know, we could probably just pack up and go home. The planet's fine. It's gonna be saved anyways.
This warp storm could trap us here for a month or for a century. We cannot risk staying here. We must evacuate Tartarus before it arrives in 3 days' time.
The Imperial Guard and Holy Fleet can attend to the evacuation. The Blood Ravens have more pressing matters to contend with.
Such as?
I believe agents of chaos have taken strong root here.
I sense no taint here. Even so, were there a chaos presence on Tartarus, it is better we leave them here with the orcs than waste more lives fighting them. We could wish no worse fate for either of our enemies, and to be trapped with the other. But we must leave here now.
That is a matter for my brothers and I to decide. We will use these 3 days to settle our affairs and satisfy our suspicions. Meanwhile, you have our transports to facilitate evacuation.
Colonel Brom, the captain and I must attend to matters of faith. If you would leave us, please.
But surely this involves me as a...
Forgive me for not being clear on the matter. I said please, when in fact I meant now.
Inquisitors don't ask.
This does involve him. You should have shown him a modicum of respect.
Captain, you uncovered extensive heresy on your home world. Cyrene, was it?
That has nothing to do with the events here on Tartarus.
But I believe they do. You requested the Inquisition undertake an exterminatus, the destruction of your planet's entire populace, which we obliged.
I still fail to see...
Captain, I am not questioning your loyalty, but I must wonder if your actions on Cyrene have not affected your judgment. Perhaps that was a poor choice of words. I merely fear that you might see chaos, but it does not exist. I ask that as a loyal subject of the Emperor, you serve the Imperium's interest before your own agenda.
Captain, that Inquisitor had no right to speak to you in such manner. But perhaps he is right. The coming storm will trap our enemies here, where they can consume one another.
And what if the forces of chaos escape the system before the storm? No. We will not use this freak occurrence as an excuse to avoid our enemies, or our responsibility. They are here for a reason, and we will discover that reason.
We are with you, brother Captain, as always.
The humans are coming your way in full force. You should hear their heavy feet long before you see them, and smell them long before that.
That's why I don't walk into places. I fly in.
Orbital Command has indicated the dropship landed in this general proximity. We've discovered a path, Captain. It's obvious someone has been digging here.
Cut by orcs?
I've never seen an orc lend such a careful hand to a task.
If it wasn't orcs, then it must be the forces of chaos. We will follow this path and discover the truth behind what has transpired here.
Okay.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Scouts here.
The sacred artifact will now be available to us. Construct it, and we will have access to powerful abilities.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
The Emperor protects. Praise the Emperor. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there will be no peace.
Ever vigilant. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Right now we should be relatively safe, so
Moving
I'm
out.
a bit more bold than typical.
None shall stop us.
You guys go handle that.
Yes, Lord.
Okay.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Build routine 721 initiated. With all due haste. With all due haste. I will do as you ask. I will do as you ask.
Yes.
Faith is our
Looks
shield.
like the Eldari left. There we go.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Okay, so basically, our goal is to get to the top of the mountain. And that's it.
Heresy grows from the position secure. Initiating attack protocol 23.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Okay. So we can get heavy weapons soon. Once you are done with that, head down here.
Initializing build protocol.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Okay, this is almost done. Perfect.
Orcs! Attack!
They aren't fighting.
Inquisition destroyed. Inquisition will destroy you.
Wait. They weren't attacking. They were fleeing.
What could inspire fear in an orc?
What's your order?
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Okay, we have time to do our normal build-up now. Okay. We're gonna need this sooner than later.
Yes, Lord? Yes, Lord.
He's just going to build up the artifact when he gets the chance.
Objective achieved.
Then we'll build this up later. We don't need it as much at the moment.
Scouts ready. On patrol.
Yes, Lord? Yes, Lord.
Okay, what do we got now? 6. Coming from here, what do we get with the upgrade? And that should aid us a little bit more even, okay. Give me the 100, please.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Okay, minimum requirements for me. 2 squads of Space Marines, 1 squad of Sniper, a assault squad, and 1 other thing.
I await your instructions.
And that is the Sacred Artifact. Reason behind this is, we want the Apothecary. They heal our units as they go. So, you know, very useful. Very, very useful to our aims. You don't do that one, you do that one. Okay. That should aid in our construction efforts down the road. That's why I spent that now.
Yes, Lord?
Hurry up.
Here to serve.
Now, just to let you know, this goes by the minute, so we get 50 every minute. We get 60 every minute from this. That's why there are certain points that are kind of like downtime in it. Ah, here we are.
Initializing build protocol.
Imagine launching this from orbit. Okay, that's a good bit better. survive. Reason I'm wanting to wait is actually because I've played this mission as well, and we're gonna need missile launchers and heavy bolters by the time we get over here.
Marine squad deployed.
Apothecaries are standing by to tend to our wounded. Build them at the sacred artifact.
Apothecaries. Basically, they are the medics of the Space Marines, and they also gather gene seed and basically create new Space Marines. So we're gonna at least want 2 of them. We can get a maximum of 5.
Apothecary ready. Apothecary here.
He's going to be assigned to our first one.
Who requires my aid? What is your order? The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Okay. Basically, with these guys here, anybody who gets hurt after a fight will slowly recover from their injuries instead of remaining injured, making them very important for just sustaining this force, and because of that, you want to keep them around. Now, I personally like to put them on the regular Space Marines for no other reason than, these guys are already the most resilient general infantry that we got, so why not make it so that way they last even longer?
What are your needs?
There we go. And with that, we should be ready once these upgrades are done.
What are your needs?
I'll play to the end of this mission.
Space Marines, advance! Something is not right here. These orc bodies do not look like they were dispatched by Imperial hands. We must proceed with caution.
I mean, there's no guardsmen dead, so that gives you the first hint.
Eldar.
Perhaps we were mistaken about the presence of the forces of chaos.
Be it Eldar or chaos, I will have answers either way. Press on. Beware the
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Set yourselves here.
Scouts in position.
Now we're going to need the cult mechanics.
Here to serve.
And enemies will start to pop up around here on us. That's why I deployed them this way.
Here to serve.
Okay.
Taking heavy fire.
Ah, there's the tank, actually.
What are your needs?
Position secure.
We'll set up some heavy turrets around here. They came just within firing range. Great job.
What are your needs? The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
Yes, most beneficent one.
What are your needs? No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it. No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
That was close.
Yes,
After you're
most
done with
beneficent one. With all due haste, initializing build protocol.
Build me 2 of those. This one's going to be a rocket launcher for Ryan.
The battlefield awaits.
Okay, now that that's done, are the scouts done?
In position.
Yes, Lord. Initializing build protocol.
Gathering intelligence. Scouts awaiting orders.
Dark Reapers, fall back. We need Rhino transport tanks. They will allow us to get through unscathed and attack the Dark Reapers on those cliffs above.
That's why we don't want to fight them. So even our heavy units here will not
Rhino
do well
transports are now available. Build them at the machine cult.
The battlefield awaits.
The requisition's the only thing we're really short on at this point.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Since that's finished upgrading, we'll just move
the battlefield
down
awaits.
there. Actually, we'll just do it now since this should finish before the next attack starts.
Yes, most beneficent one.
You can pull back to me.
I exist to serve. As you wish.
Now, there is the Dreadnought variety, and then there's the Hellfire. This thing has missiles and machine gun. It is not going to be good in melee, but we don't need it to be. It'll act as a heavy weapon squad, basically. Since we're going to be pretty infantry light this time, I'm gonna say.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Now, each Rhino can only hold a squad. Sadly.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Now, we're not gonna rush it. I want to get the Dreadnoughts first.
I have awoken. Even in death I still serve.
These boys will act as part of the Vanguard. We're going to get one more squad at most. Actually, 2 more of Space Marines this mission is my plan. And so we're going to need 2 of you.
Apothecary ready. Apothecary here. Apothecary ready. Squad deployed. Who requires my aid?
Let's just watch this real quick so you get a good feel for what's going on. As it gets closer, this fully opens. A little patch comes up, takes the hit of the drop pod, and as it starts to open, it just goes underground for a safe place to deploy your Marines. And then they just walk out the front door. It's an underground facility.
Marine squad deployed. Vigilant. Apothecary here. How can I serve? Heresy requires my aid. Idleness.
Come on, get me 60, then we'll start upgrading the other.
At your command. What are your needs?
So all we're going to deploy at the front
faith is eternal.
Is this.
To me, my brothers.
Taking damage.
At last, back to war.
And we can, because,
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
yeah, nobody...
I will crush those who stand before me.
And I mean, nobody is gonna have a good time getting through here. That's not mechanized.
Take refuge within our armor.
Command
Taking
me.
heavy fire.
And both of these can afford the hits, honestly, so, eh.
Apothecary here. The battlefield awaits.
Rhino ready. Rhino here.
Deploying.
Now, these things act as a two-way thing. You can teleport your own units between weapon gates as Eldar, and you can use it as a recruitment center. So it has a double value to them.
The battlefield awaits. Direct me to the injured.
Now, in time,
Fate is eternal.
just move forward.
By his word, at last, back to war. I shall end you.
He's gonna have some fun.
I am the instrument of his will.
The enemy is attacking.
Anyone want grilled elk? Does that sound good to anybody?
Mission accomplished.
At last, back to war.
And this is why I wanted them both. I'm not gonna waste my infantry attacking that. Why would I? I can just have them wait off to the side while these guys have their fun. Wow, he died standing up. Good for him.
The fallen shall be forever
I'm tired
remembered
of the
as
old
the
shit you
Emperor's
sending
finest.
Grandpa in it, so that way he can just use his walking sarcophagus to win. And yes, that's exactly what this is. You see it's a robot, but you see that little thing right there with the islip? That's a sarcophagus, where a space marine, except for his nervous system, is held in a stasis. So until the sarcophagus is breached, he isn't gonna die.
Command me. I will be there soon.
The battlefield
Now we're not
awaits.
going to really
No
utilize
servant of the
the
Emperor shall fall if I can help it.
the rhinos from here on out because we don't have a large enough force for that to
My
matter.
aim shall not falter.
Hope is the first step
On
on
alert,
the road
brothers.
to disappointment.
The enemy must be nearby.
Yes, most beneficent one.
But we will send this.
Build routine
This looks like a
721 initiated.
Maybe limestone? Maybe marble? Can't really tell.
I am the instrument of his will. I am the instrument of his will.
Okay, good for you. Push up,
Follow
big
me
boy.
into battle.
Even in death I still
The
serve.
enemy is attacking.
I shall end you.
He just wanted a better shot. Brave Space Marine walking up to a machine gun nest.
I am ready to serve.
Do we
Again.
have
Scouts
yes,
awaiting
yes.
orders. strategic point identified.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. I stand ready. I stand ready.
Good for you. Push up. Here,
follow me into battle.
That guy went a good distance. I wonder how far they can be thrown.
Today, the enemy shall know fear.
And sadly, this game does show its age with its pathing issues.
Apothecary here. Death or healing. I dare not which you
Position secure.
You're brave.
Faith is eternal.
He kept fighting the giant robot who just ripped his friend apart. And melee, too.
I have waited long for this day.
And here's why I like them. They're just a great tank.
None can stand before the Inquisition. For the Emperor.
It's a psyker. Okay.
Faith is
You
eternal.
boys, get in here now.
Command me.
What the hell are you doing?
I am ready to serve again.
attack!
Even in death, I still serve.
How do you get stuck there?
I shall end you.
At your command.
Okay, claim this.
Infiltrating enemy territory.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Okay. We're going to move over here first.
They are finished.
And claim this area as a base.
They are finished. They are finished. Heavy fire!
Great plan. Teleport right next to the melee monsters, you ranged specialist. You have to wonder the planning.
At least we know that the orcs and Eldar are not in league together.
When one enemy attacks another, it does not mean they aren't in league. Just that they are living up to their lack of honor.
And those who lack honor deserve death.
I am prepared.
Love you, push up.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
We need you
Position
act
secure.
as our battery man.
I will crush those who stand before me. I shall end you.
For everyone else.
What are your needs? Death or healing? I dare not which.
Fate is eternal.
Taking heavy fire.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
What's going on down here?
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
You will stand your ground!
At last, back to war.
I am prepared.
What broken?
They
At your command.
none can stand before the Inquisition. Foul creature!
Faith is eternal. At last, back to war. I will crush those who stand before me. Faith is eternal.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
Move your asses up. That doesn't mean you just stand there.
At your command.
What would you have me do? We shall know no fear.
I am ready to pass judgment.
What is it you desire?
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath,
how can I serve?
No peace.
How can I serve?
Hold
it
back
will be
your
done.
commissar, you're not going to be of much use then.
I am ready to serve again. I will crush those who stand before me. I am ready to serve again. At last, back
Get
to
your job
war.
of acting as a distraction at the very least.
At
Okay,
last,
you
back to
two.
war.
We need you to move.
I will be there soon.
Scouts in position. Search commencing.
Just break down the enemy base.
Apothecary here.
Colonel Brown,
Direct
yeah?
me to the injured.
I stand ready. Do I detect uncertainty in your This day shall be a glorious
At your
one for
command.
the Imperium.
Commencing infiltration.
Taking heavy fire.
I await your instructions.
Okay, good. Go repair this.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Fear not the Psyker.
The
You
fallen
only
shall
say
be
that because
forever
you are
remembered
one.
as
I
the
know how
Emperor's
terrifying
finest.
you can be.
Command me. Command me.
Okay, we saved our forces. Good enough. Okay, well now we just have to hold here and hope that it works.
The battlefield awaits.
After this, go clear
Strategic
this as
point
well.
identified. The
Okay.
battlefield awaits.
We have the advantage of like cover here. We're still going to take heavy damage because these things are just very effective against our unit type.
What are your needs?
Now we have to deal with that, but we don't have the forces we need to do so.
Yes, most
In
beneficent
this case,
one.
it's not a lack of will, it is just a simple fact of lacking the, well, resources
Build
for
routine
it.
721 initiated.
Fear not the Psyker.
Did I already order him up here?
Yes,
No, I did
most
not. Okay, I'm
beneficent
gonna need
one.
your ass
Position
up here as
secure.
well to do
I shall obey.
repairs.
As you wish. Yes, most beneficent one.
We're gonna
No
slow
servant
down
of
and
the
recover
Emperor
a
shall
little
fall
bit,
if I can
then
help
push
it.
him.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
I am ready to serve again.
This will hold here, buy us time.
He who stands with me shall be my
How
brother.
can I serve? I will see that it happens.
What are your needs?
Knowledge is power. Hide it
I
well.
am prepared.
I was late for the others to catch up. The reason why is our objective is to get the force commander there.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Faith is eternal.
At your command. Yes, my lord. Search commencing.
Under fire!
Yes, my lord. Search commencing. Getting into position.
Well, that actually worked better than I thought. Didn't think stealth wouldn't work at all, but whatever.
Here to serve.
Okay, once you're done with that,
I will do as you ask. Initializing build protocol.
Faith is eternal.
Once these things are done, we'll make our push. I'm going to be building up once he's done everything. Well, we actually just have to wait. Since it's almost done anyways.
Yes, most
honestly, the main reason is once I start pushing here, I'm going to be as aggressive as possible and I won't have time to do any repairs after. So I don't want to lose this stuff unnecessarily, have to rebuild it and hold back later.
Yes, most beneficent one. I await your instructions. I will do as you ask. Initializing build protocol. I will do as you ask.
There we go.
Here to serve.
They will aid in our repairs.
What is your will? Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. As you wish. What is your will? Here to serve. I exist to serve.
I am the instrument of his will.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, most beneficent one.
Back to war.
Good. No, we shouldn't have to worry about our base here. But just because I think it'll look cool.
I will do as you ask. Initializing build protocol.
Make a little full outpost, right?
Faith is eternal.
You say so.
Follow me into battle.
Taking hits.
Yes, most beneficent one.
At last, back to war.
Dang, we keep an eye on our losses here. The rest of them don't really matter too much to me. As I said before, these things are effective.
How can I serve? I will see that it happens.
There is no such thing
back.
as innocence.
You two, what the hell? Get your asses in there.
At last, back to
Fear
war.
not the Psyker.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Yes, more healing.
Almost done.
Taking heavy fire.
Good distance.
They are finished.
And this is almost done. So now their main retreat path is gone, but they're still holding here for some bloody reason. I personally would have started pulling back to a more fortified and reinforced area, but that's just me.
They are finished.
Establishing a secondary base near this location will give us a forward position with which to engage the enemy.
Yes, Lord?
Taking damage.
I am ready to serve. Again.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
Once again, these are a fast attack range specialists. They aren't supposed to get into a fight against tanks that can punch you. Why are you uncovering in the middle of that?
Death or healing. I dare not wish.
Now that is intimidating.
Attack!
Like, if you actually look at that, he just grabbed a dude and chucked him to his friends, and you just see the body fly from the distance. That is intimidating. Go on, I said move forward. All we're doing here now is just cleaning up a mess. Honestly, it does. I wouldn't want this mecha, because you have to be near dead for it. But if you were near dead and wanted to still fight, this wouldn't be a bad way to do it. I mean, I think you can see how tough they are. Oh, I know, everyone wants the giant robot, and I don't blame anyone for that. I'd want the giant robot. Hell, I would love an Imperial Titan. Some of them can be as big as small mountains. I'd love that.
Taking damage.
Or, if I was going to go something like the size of a 2 to 3 story house, an Imperial Knight would be awesome too, because anything lighter than it, it's gonna rip through.
The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
I have suffered 0 losses so far because of these 2 Walkers just wrecking face for me. This is why I have them as my vanguard. They're great at their jobs, and well, they don't have any anti-tank right now. If they did, I would approach this very differently. But no anti-tank equals a ton of abuse. I mean, fair enough, if you want intimidation, but the only reason you have this is because, well, let's put it this way. You can detach these arms to add like a missile launcher, a machine gun, a las cannon, which is basically just a super laser. So, if you actually had the modular ability, then the Dragon or Dinosaur doesn't actually sound too bad. It's just, you need that modularness, in my opinion, to make it worthwhile, or the ability to equip it.
Death or healing, I care not which you seek.
this is the other variant you could be kitted out with. Sadly, I can't change the direction of the camera. I would if I could, but basically, it's a missile launcher and a machine gun. That's it. It's just a big gun.
They are
Knowledge is
finished.
power. Hide it well.
Look at the bodies. This is why I take my time sometimes. If you do so and you get the right force build up, you can just ruin an enemy force's day.
By his word.
Yes, my lord.
Plus, controlling a battlefield
Scouts,
is
advance.
basically key to most strategies, and they were forced into a corner, into a U, which would be great for focusing fire, but they had a cliff at their back that they couldn't cross, and they had to spawn here, which meant no matter what, if I could kill them faster than they spawn, I win. I mean, fair enough, the Avatar ones weren't that good in my opinion though, because their design left a massive hole for the cockpit. Like this one, at least there's only a small thin plate of armored glass.
So the good Inquisitor senses no chaos here. How fortunate for the Imperium that such keen-eyed eagles stand vigil over her gates.
What dark crafts have these Eldar invoked?
None. At least not here. The servants of Chaos sacrificed this poor guardsman themselves.
To what end, Isidore?
I know not. I believe the altar is a marker, a waypoint, in a map that leads elsewhere. Someone defaced many portions of text. Regardless of what Chaos seeks here, the altar requires a sacrifice of blood, or more likely, a life.
Brother Isidore, you have an hour to study the altar. Document everything as is our tradition. Then burn it, lest its taint infect us all.
But Gabriel, there is much to learn from here. We should not be too eager to...
Learn what? Chaos does not teach. It misleads and it betrays. There is nothing to learn here, save for our next course. These transports have been damaged somehow. Make the repairs, and be quick.
Well, brother Isidore, what betrayal have you wrought? Disabling your own vehicles? Harboring artifacts despite your good captain's instructions?
Gabriel does not understand.
They're too warm.
He does not appreciate the significance of this.
And they're not actually any sensitive spot for me. It's
Quiet,
like,
heretic.
Just
Once I
skin.
find what you
so,
seek, I will use it against you for the glory of the Emperor and my brothers.
I mean, there's another area you could rub if you so desired. That would probably get a lot more of a reaction than my wings ever.
Come to me. I wait at Mount Korath.
Have no fear, sorcerer. I will be there.
Well, that is the mission, the final mission of this session. We will be continuing on in the future with the Blood Ravens here. Thank you for showing up, and I hope to catch you all in the future. Have a good night.